Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. I'm just so delighted that we are all here again to have our gratitude circle. Welcome to those that are new. And I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Eileen Norris, and I am a co-host of the Gratitude Circle. I'm here with Eric, our co-host. Would you like to say hello?
Yeah, I'd love to say hello. I'm so excited for tonight's gratitude soiree and to do some journaling all together in the month of January. It's been about a month since our first annual gratitude party, and we've decided, at that event to make it a monthly thing. And I can't think of a better group of people and a better intention to bring into 2023 than to have these monthly gratitude soirees, parties with all of you. So thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. And we have several people here from different locations, and I encourage all of you to please get to know everybody that are here. It's quite intimate, and take the chance to get to know them and know that we are here together, and there's a reason why it is us, it is our circle, and I'm just so excited to get to know all of you. I'd like to introduce Nayanda M, and she will be she'll be leading our journal writing this evening. She is a college writing instructor. She strongly believes that there is this synergy between the mind, body, and spirit as we put our pen together and put our thoughts into words. And she also believes that journaling is also very meditative, which I agree, and it is definitely well spent. So here tonight, she will be sharing us her insights on how to find inspiration and maybe help inspire you capture your thoughts into action. Thank you so much, Nayanda, for joining us.
Thank you, Eileen. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Eric. Hello, everyone. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here to join this gratitude party. Nobody ever thinks about having a gratitude party, so I love that idea. And I figure let's start with some journaling. It's the beginning of the year. Some of us set, what are those things called? Resolutions. Some of us do not. Some of us set intentions. Some of us do not. But I think when we sit down and we start with appreciation and gratitude, our year will just go so much better. So what I'd like to first do is start with a 15-minute writing on a gratitude of a person. Someone, I mean, we would generally think of somebody that's dear to us. Someone, who we couldn't think of our lives being without. But this is January. Let's see if we can write an appreciation for somebody who's a little bit difficult in our lives. Someone who challenges us maybe a little bit too much. Where can we find an appreciation for that person in our lives? And how do we show up when they're there? How do we change ourselves? And what do we understand of ourselves from this relationship? Sounds interesting. Now, if you don't feel like choosing a challenging person to write an appreciation about, then choose the first person that popped into your mind. Okay? But I want to challenge us by choosing that person, that difficult boss, that friend, somebody who's, you're like, when they call, you're like, oh, no, not today. Not right now. Okay. I will set a timer for 15 minutes and I'll have some music playing in the background. And you will hear a sweet chime to let us know that the 15 minutes are up. Okay. So let me start my music and then set the timer. And share my audio. Let me know if you hear. Excellent. Alrighty. So I'm going to begin our 15 minutes now. Write an appreciation of a person whose relationship is kind of difficult for you. Why do you appreciate this person? down to 2 minutes. Observation. Down to the last minute. Try up that last thought, idea. Give your thanks for this person being in your life. Alrighty, that is it. I just want you to stretch out your hands. Excuse me. Stretch out your hands a little bit. Just stretch it. What stood out for you in that writing? Yeah. Put it in the chat if you don't raise your hand. Anything stood out?
Are we allowed to talk?
I'm just asking a question before we move on. If anything stood out for you in that writing. Anything resonate? Anything? Yes, Teresa.
Nayanda, can I answer that?
Sorry, I was forget how to unmute it. I noticed that because of that person, like I try harder to be better, just to satisfy them, like not satisfy them, but be what they want me to be. So it's like I have them in the back of my mind, and like I'm pushing myself to be better because I know that's what they expect from me, and it's minimum, but I'm not trying to disappoint them.
Interesting. Thank you, Teresa. And yes, Thomas.
Hi. Thank you, Nayanda. That was really wonderful.
Welcome.
What I noticed was, you know, when we first started, it was a little bit of a challenge because we're picking somebody who we have maybe a difficult relationship with and writing the things we appreciate. It was kind of interesting. I felt like I had a blank slate in my head when I started writing, but as I got going, the realizations just flowed into me. And one of the things that really struck me was that I felt like what I wrote about that I appreciate was at this very fundamental level of kind of who we are as individuals, as people, and the humanity, I think, of the person I was writing about really just came through for me. And by the time the 15 minutes was up, I felt like I could just keep on writing. It was wonderful. I just kept getting new ideas. Yeah.
That's
Thank you for
excellent.
that. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Yeah.
It's a way to kind of see the person that's, yeah, sometimes we struggle with totally objectively. If we look at them with the appreciation, we might see them a little differently. Well done, Thomas. So let's move on to the next. This time, we are going to think of a place. It could be one place, it could be several places. A place that you appreciate that you have visited, that you can access. Uh, it doesn't necessarily have to be a country or a city. Your place could be your bed. Your place could be in the arms of your loved one. What's the place or places you appreciate? Where is it that you like to dwell? Where is it do you feel most comfortable being you? Okay. All right. And I'm going to set this timer for 10 minutes. Unless we think 15 was good. Okay. Here we go. Let's begin. 3 minutes left. The last 2 minutes. Seconds. Alrighty, that's it. I don't know why it didn't chime, but our time is up. Alrighty. Place. So many places to choose. So many places to choose. My place surprised me. I really appreciate roaming the aisles of a Home Depot store. I get so lost in just all the tech, yes. I can stay there practically all day. Where are you, Mom? I'm in the Home Depot. So yeah, things started to come up, but then once I started with the Home Depot, everything just flowed. What about you? My hammock. Oh yes, Chrissy. Love a hammock. I love a good hammock. Oh yes. Trees, hiking, catching all of that nature. Garden. Oh, surrounded by the beauty of the earth. Yes. Love these places. Being in water. Yeah. Surrounded by water. Just this lashing up waves. Now for our last journaling exercise, I want us to focus on an outcome for ourselves. I'm sorry. Leolyn says, biking with a beautiful sunny day, green grass all over the roads. That's so beautiful. And don't let that happen with a sunrise or a sunset. It's like it's over, right? So yes, let's focus on the last exercise where we write for an intended outcome. And I like to kind of this is kind of an excerpt of an exercise I give my students as a final. So I want you to picture probably like at the end of this year, what do you want the outcome to be for yourself for this year? What's the intended outcome for you? For you, Teresa, for you, Madison, for you, Grissy, for you, Roma. Not anyone else, but for you. I want you to focus on you. What do you see for yourself? What do you want for yourself? And I want you to write it using words that excite you, that come to life. I want you to paint the picture with your words, just like Leolyn did with biking with a beautiful sunny day, green grass all over the roads. You can picture that. So I want you to picture your intended outcome. Write that intended outcome. And then write the thank you for it, as if it already happened. All right? As if it already happened. And I'll set out timer this time. All righty? Begin. Especially my bed, my dog on the bed. minutes. We have 3 minutes. Down to our last minute. Tie up that last thought, idea. Say your appreciation for that attention, that goal, that promise you've written for yourself. Alrighty. Thank you, thank you. All right. thank you. Thank you for joining me today. And how was that, our last one, setting something for yourself, thinking of you? Yes, Lakeisha.
Okay, honestly, the last one was the most challenging for me. Because I'm on the stages where I'm beginning to love myself and appreciate myself. I have 2 babies, and it's always about them. So it's like literally like that's the shortest. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the shortest one for me. But it was actually beautiful because it made me like appreciate me more, and it made me just, because one of the things was I'm going to make sure that in the year that I read this, that I tackle the things that I need to tackle. So put some goals in my 2023 for this year, as well as thank you for this, Miss Moore, because I am a writer that has had the most horrifying writer's block. But these exercises, like I'm like really proud of myself right now. Everybody in you, I just do not get it. I am so proud. It's been hard for me to write. Like I'll literally write something and stop. But literally you put my mind somewhere else to where it was just flowing. So I do appreciate it. But yeah, thank you for this.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that sometimes when you get blocked, the first thing you do is write what you appreciate, write what you're grateful for, and let it flow from there. Because sometimes you'll find that you start to veer off on another topic altogether. Okay, Grissy, this year I will finish my bachelor's and jump right into my master's. I want to be that teacher that encourages children that nothing is impossible as long as you put your soul and mind to it. Yes. Excellent. Anyone else? Want to share their intention or what they want for themselves at the end of the year, at least by the end of the year? Yes, Eric.
Well, I kept seeing myself having lots of conversations with people throughout this year. And so I think that's an intention for this year, is just to have conversations every day with people, that I care about and people that I don't know yet, and the power of asking questions and listening.
Definitely. By the end of this, you're going to have so many more people just by having a conversation.
Totally.
Just by having a conversation with someone you don't know. You never know. Sometimes those conversations spark others to do certain things. So you're going to be a seed planter this year. You're going to be planting seeds.
Yeah, I think we all are here.
Mm-hmm.
The group planters.
Definitely. This is definitely the gratitude seed, that's for sure. And it's a good way to begin with writing and journaling and getting out what's on your head and onto the paper. And I find that when you do that, you feel lighter. You feel so much lighter that you've gotten something off of your chest and onto the paper, and it's not holding you back. It's not stopping you. You can breathe, and then you can just move past it and go forward. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Aileen, and thank you, Eric, for inviting me and asking me to host this soiree.
We are so grateful for all of you, and thank you so much, Nayanda, for leading us. It is very lovely session where, we go deep inside and think. And one of the things that came to mind is that appreciating the now, because you can't change the past, and thinking too much of the future sometimes can take us too much in the cloud. And so I really love that, as we think about the moment of thinking about, appreciating what it is, and then having that courage to make the changes so that you can move forward.
That's it. That's the one thing about writing about that difficult person too. So you get to see them. You get to change, not them. They won't change, but the way you approach them now begins to change. And hopefully that's the same way with the place that you wrote about, or the intention that you set for yourself. You wrote it down, and now it's like, okay, it's set. And so let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it all plays out.
Beautiful. And one thing that was talked about is about self-love. And so for our next gratitude soiree for February 15th, we will be talking about love and kindness, and talk about, how do we love ourselves even more. And so I'm quite excited about our next gratitude circle, and I hope that you guys will join us again. And it's the third Wednesday of the month, and our next will be February 15th.
And we'll send out an email to everybody tomorrow, just with the invite for the next one and the dates and everything like that. And then also, please feel free to email back and share your experience, and we'd love to see it.
Oh, whatever insights that you have, you come up with, yes. And sometimes they won't hit you until the next day. So be aware of that as well. All righty.
Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you have a wonderful evening, and see you guys soon.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you guys for the invite. Thank you. Have a good night.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.